That these days there's cameras almost everywhere, and we get to see a lot more of what really happens in the real world because of cell phone cameras and because of surveillance cameras. So you never know, there might still be a camera around. Just because you don't see it, just because it's not in plain view, doesn't mean that there's not one on the street, doesn't mean there's not one on the business across the street, or some other reason why, some other place. You just never know. But just because there's not a video, it doesn't mean we cannot figure out what exactly happened. And that's what you have to do. We do a forensic analysis. We gather all the evidence. We take a look and see what there is. Witness statements, those are extremely important. Obviously, the eyewitnesses can give you an account. Not always a fair account, because perceptions can change. They can vary. They can sometimes you could be confused by situations. Sometimes memory affects you from the very get-go, and you might not get the most accurate account. But we're used to taking those situations, taking that type of evidence, and trying to plug it in to the rest of the evidence that you see. If it's a car accident, there's going to be damage to a vehicle. The damage to the vehicle gives you a lot of clues as to how the accident happened. If it happened with another vehicle, you matching up the damages, matching up the dents and the body damage can give you a lot of information about that. There could also be markings on the road. There could be tire marks. Those give you a lot of information too. As well as these days, you have a lot of other information due to technology. Every car records data, not just airplanes with the black boxes from airplanes. The cars these days carry a lot of information. Almost everything's electronic, and the data is recorded and normally can be retrieved on most cars. So we look everywhere. There could be debris scattered. I've had situations where I've gone to an accident scene months later and I found parts of the car off the side of the road. And those broken parts off the side of the road gave us a lot of information and made it clearer as to what happened. So these are the kind of things that we do. We have there's a lot of experts out there that can also assist in reconstructing accidents, but that's our job. Our job is to gather the evidence, gather as much evidence and information as possible. And just because there's no eyewitness, or just because there's no camera rolling, we could still figure out more or less what happened.